Bishu.
Believe in Bishu.
B-I-B. Believe in Bishu.
I believe.
Bishu in believer.
I believe. I believe.
Are you a Bishu believer?
Oh,
Are you
I
a
believe.
Bishu believer? No. I was trying to do the thing where people say like Justin Bieber and a believer or whatever. Like a believer. But it didn't work out.
Like a beach lever?
Kind of. At this point, we're just making words that sound really dirty.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and introduce our players, starting in the top or bottom left. You're in the bottom left, Andre.
Frodan, I'm going to beach lever you tonight.
We have Hwangsin from Team It's Gosu, who's tied up the series with great play and timing tacks. It's a series that's like, man, these last few seconds, a couple seconds really makes a difference. And now he's
Just
evened it up.
Minor alterations, both games, and we have very different results. It's crazy. TVP, it's very fragile as soon as Ghosts and High Templars come into the fray, and this series is a perfect representation of that statement. Yeah. Over here in the top right-hand corner, we do have
Evil Genius's Thorzain Raid Call, also known as Marcus E. Cloth, the Spoon Terran, the Swedish WCS champion, the DreamHack Stockholm champion, TSL 3 winner. He's got lots of accolades. Hwangsin doesn't have as many tournament titles as Thorzain, but he's held even footing thus far, and it's a best of 3. This game determines it all, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins takes the series win and $150.
Cloud Kingdom is, of course, the choice of Thorzain.
What do you think Thorzain really has planned?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Cloud Kingdom
for TVP.
I think it actually suits Hwangsin's style yet again. The same exact explanation that I gave last game on Ohana. If you guys missed it, it's basically the premise that Hwangsin likes to have high tech, very low economy, and then he likes to take his advantage slowly with good trades. And when you do that, you don't have the ability to actually max out and get that 200 supply and then sit back and bank, so you don't have a lot of gateways. And when you do that, it's a lot of pressure all the time, but you don't have a lot of momentum with your pushes. It's like you win straight out. Just like last game, it's like you push, you win the game. And this is a map where, you know, attacking into different places can be pretty advantageous. Utilizing these ramps and force fields can also be very advantageous. So we're going to look to see how Hwangsin actually uses the terrain to his advantage when he actually goes for these fights. If he can't use the terrain right, he will lose the game.
I actually really like 1-1-1 on this map for Terran.
Really?
Yeah. It's really tough to kind of protect your natural ramp in a way, but I guess I've seen people do it a lot. I've seen Nama do 1-1-1 on Cloud Kingdom a lot. And he's pretty successful with it, but we'll see how things actually end up turning out. I mean, Thorzain's not doing it obviously whatsoever.
Gosh, the last time I saw 1-1-1, I pounded the keyboard so hard.
Were you a Protoss?
Yeah, I was Protoss. And that was when Warhounds were out as well.
Yeah, Kevin, Rotterdam and I developed a sick 1-1-1s with Marine, Warhound, Banshee.
Oh my god.
And it's just like you hit so much quicker because you don't have to save gas for siege mode or siege tanks in general.
You could actually do it off of one gas. That's how effective it is.
Really?
You could. I mean, I'm not saying it's the most effective.
Yeah. But I do like direction Thorzain's taking it. He's taking it macro.
Oh, this is so sick. So
Third
look at this. Thorzain is going to pop out here, sees the pylon. This is all indications of a 4-gate. This is when... this is so sick, man. Hwangsin is showing a 4-gate. Of course, we know it's not going to be that. And now he's just going to poke in here. With this single Stalker, I would have loved him to actually cancel it. But look, the SEV pull starting up right here. It looks like it's going to be a 4-gate. Instead, he's doing the exact opposite. This is going to actually hemorrhage a lot of money from Thorzain. Obviously, not using these SEVs on the line is a lot of money. And this whole time...
Man. And, well, now Thorzain has to be kind of suspicious because the first warping should have happened at this point. And Thorzain snipes the Stalker as well. That Stalker was like, maybe I can escape walking this way. And guess what? He couldn't. So.
No, he couldn't. So Thorzain is absolutely fine. He actually didn't even need to make the bunker. How you can actually combat something like this and not being faked is a simple SCV scout, a second SCV scout, to actually scout up for the natural and the third base. Once you actually see that there is a natural up, you look at the timer, say 7 minutes. No way, Jose, you're not actually pushing me. I can just sit back and relax, seeing that you're just standard expanding.
The thing with Hwangsin's fast third Nexus is that you kind of need a certain amount of probes in order to really make it worth it, but at the same time, because of it, you delay like your gateway, you delay your
Correct.
tech, and it's a lot more punishing, I would say, than going for like a third orbital command, because you could use it purely for mules, which helps you accelerate so much faster. And the third is a little bit out of the way, Andre, in Cloud Kingdom, don't you think? It's a little bit harder to kind of protect, even though in the end you can kind of protect your main by securing the third. This early of a third is it's really hard to maintain control of.
And I've seen this style from Hwangsin actually many times. It's so powerful. You can see how abusive he's being. Hwangsin is basically saying, you're not going Banshees. I'm going to assume you're not going Banshees. Now I'm going to hard counter the things that you, or the harassments that you can do in this early game stage. Excuse me, hiccups. The harassments you can do in the early game stage. So first, he's preparing the sentries in case there is some sort of huge push. Directly after that, he gets Blink Stalkers to deal with the mobility issues on Cloud Kingdom, and he's able to defend his natural very easily by just having his units positioned anywhere from over here to the third base. No need for observers out in the map. You have this watchtower. It's really important to actually hold. And look at this. Nice. He can just hold off as long as he wants. Blink is just 20 seconds away. And I think Thorzain, for him to actually do the successful, he needs to take out this watchtower. It just forces Hwangsin to, rather than position over here, which is a lot worse.
That's right, and Thorzain trying to bait out more force fields, and does successfully, but that's giving more time for Hwangsin to warp in Stalkers. Thorzain going to go for the element player. Well, I guess it's a calculated risk because of the factory that's been able to scout, and he's able to bypass units immediately, also trying to run past, and he's also going to pack another batch of units at the third base and try to snipe it immediately. Thorzain being very, very ballsy, but nonetheless, that he's got the entrance to the third base that he wanted.
Oh, beautifully done. And yeah, Hwangsin just doesn't have enough material in this point. He is taking his third base, or Thorzain is taking his third base in this period.
Goodness.
But look at how much is
oh my goodness, he sent all the sentries to his third. He lost 8 centuries.
GG. Hwangsin, after an epic 2-game streak, he's going to fall the third game, not being able to stand tall to Thorzain's might. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 8 gateways at that period in time, getting charged. Wrong, Hwangsin. You don't get charged. Save all the chrono boost. Oh, he didn't chrono boost his gateways. Okay,
man,
so
very well done by Thorzain, but honestly, that hurts so much. Hwangsin's OMG just said it all.
Yeah.
Like, yikes.
I'm sorry, Hwangsin.
Man, what a way to wrap up the series, from super long epic games to the really quick surge in like dissection of his opponent. It was very cleverly done by Thorzain. People say, well, how can he just take that risk of dropping medevacs? He has factory scouting where his opponent's stalkers are.
Exactly right. And that was so valuable. A lot of players actually don't do that. I'm a player that doesn't do that. But Thorzain actually says, no, it's really good. This is why.
Good stuff. Good stuff. That wraps it up for this series. Thank you to Epson for providing projections for NASL Season 4. We'll be back with another special segment provided by someone very near and dear to my heart, so don't go too far. We also have our last series of the day, MC versus Ryung, another Protoss versus Terran. We'll be back after a 2-minute break, so please don't change the channel.